Snake, are you there?
Eva,
Did you miss me?
did you make it without any trouble?
No one saw me.
So you're back with Vulcan.
In a matter of speaking.
What about the boss?
Yeah, she's here too.
Better be careful.
Thanks, I will. The boss and I get along pretty well, though.
What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong? Huh? What's huh?
Freeze.
No, wait! What the... I'm just... Huh? What's wrong? Huh? Who's that? Huh? Guess I'm seeing things. Guess I'm seeing things. I've never felt the tension like this before.
What's going on? Snake!
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Jack, I've got some important... I see you've retrieved...
Snake, try to remember some of the...
Hello, hello.
Who's that? Who's that? What's wrong? What's wrong? Who's that?
Major, I've reached...
I'm just seeing things. What the? I'm just seeing things.
He's a member of the Army's extremist...
Major. Major.
So how does it feel to be... Yesterday, the White House...
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes.
Why?
Hello. Oh fuck.
Because
How's it
I
going,
can do
y'all?
things he can't.
This is so weird. I've never streamed on a PlayStation before, but it's actually kind of nice.
I heard you used
Hello,
to be a code
John
breaker
and
for the
Steel.
NSA.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for the
was.
well
4 years
God.
ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways.
All right. Well, good to
and
see
used the
both of you
muzzle jack to
guys.
create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
I don't know, John. I kind of
It's a
I might have
Chinese
been
Type
converted
17
now.
pistol.
I do kind of like
Around here, even that's hard to come by.
PlayStation a little bit more. I don't know why. It's just
Don't
cleaner,
worry, though.
smooth,
The
I
one I've got
guess.
for you is American made.
45, huh?
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
Yeah, at least on PlayStation, if and when that Fox Hunt comes out, we probably won't have to worry about cheaters and shit.
The sight system is original
Like,
too.
yeah,
The code safety is extended to make
I
it easier
don't
on the finger.
love, and
Long,
with
tight
like
trigger with
MGS5 and stuff like that with FOBs, I don't love the community that they have there, but it's so nice that they don't have to worry about cheaters. Like, that's crazy to me.
Nearly every
I've
part of this
always
gun
had to
has been
deal with
expertly
cheaters and
crafted and
FOBs, and now
customized.
it's like, over there it seems a lot nicer in that regard, but, you know, it's also, other aspects are not quite so
Get something like
hunky-dory.
this.
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You
Now,
have
this is the
PC, don't
thing.
you?
Like, fighting the Ocelot unit in Rasfit is actually so much more difficult than you'd
Better
think
take this
when you're
too.
doing, like, Panther,
What's
when you're
that?
doing, like, lethal
A
stealth,
disguise to make you look like a
because your
scientist.
bullets
Then
are,
this
like,
gun
way
is-
louder, like, they'll
Yes.
react to the sound of
Here
your
to rescue
bullets
Sokolov,
landing and
right?
stuff,
Sokolov's
and then it
still
changes
safe
up their
then.
movement patterns
Yes,
and
he's
everything
being
gets thrown
forced
out
to
of whack.
continue his work
I was
on the
labbing it out for, like,
Where?
45
At the
minutes
lab.
last night. It was, like,
They've got a whole
10:30.
army
I
of
was like, I need to go to
scientists there
bed.
developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
Yeah, good luck with the sorrow, man. He's gonna be difficult. I know that if I can offer a little help, what you can do is you have the single action army, right? And you can actually shoot the ghosts and shit that show up, and you can also punch them to sort of get them away from you. Like just do like a little CQC combo to get them away from you, which is kind of nice. And I did not know that.
What's wrong?
But yeah, if that helps, hopefully make your life a little easier. And you can also dodge those big blasts that he does at you. Oh my god. See, this is what I'm saying. Their movement is all different now. What I actually did the other day, because I got so fed up with trying to chase everybody down, I just I used the Mark 22, and then I killed all of the people after I put them to sleep, which actually worked out quite well because I could use my original strategy to knock everybody out. Like their movement patterns were consistent with what I was used to. But it was also kind of like that defeats the purpose of lethal stealth. Like the idea was you shoot people with lethal bullets. He's right there. Stop moving. Stop. 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 No. No. Oh, for fuck. The AI in this game is significantly more annoying than in the original, but I guess that stands to reason. Where did he go? Is he just like over the fuck?
What? Not here?
Oh my god, I can't believe I lost him. Whatever. This is my roommate's PlayStation, and I gotta say, like, no hate against PC, but like, I actually kind of like it. The game runs really smooth on here, and the way it works on PlayStation is that it doesn't give you a bunch of different graphics options for this game. It just gives you two, like the performance and the quality mode, and the performance mode is the, lower graphics but 60 FPS cap, and the quality mode is 30 FPS but higher graphics. And I don't know, PlayStation, it's growing on me, and I like the controllers. I like the way that feels. I spent like a bunch of money to get both of these games on here, so I'm considering maybe Christmas I get my own PlayStation. That would be kind of nice, and then I can go forward with that. That's actually something that I could somewhat take with me, other than the computer wouldn't really work, of course. But so this is basically my first time. Yeah, the lack of variation. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot more. It's just a lot, I guess, more contained in a sense. It's just more streamlined, polished is the word I was looking for. But PC is also nice because, PC is like you can just crank your graphics settings up all the way, no matter what, as long as you have the processing power to do it. So I don't know, like, I'm kind of, when you want super high-end graphics, yeah. If you just want to play the game, it's like, okay, platform doesn't really matter that much. But if you are looking for a specific experience, if you want to customize things, that's when you use your PC for that. It would be a big investment, at least, as a broke college student, to get a PlayStation. But I don't know, that's why I was thinking about Christmas, Can't do Ultra, though. Yeah. I'm actually quite surprised, the first few videos you put out, you were like, oh yeah, low graphics, and it was a little silly because there were no, like, shadows or anything, which made the game look really weird. But, yeah, no, I mean, your recent streams and videos look really good in terms of frame rate. for me personally, I just wasn't able to get over the fact that it was like you were locked to basically. I was hard stuck at like 40 FPS, which was just like unbearable for me. But that was probably just because I'm pampered because my current graphics card is usually able to handle anything I can throw at it, and it's somewhat new-ish. It's not really new. I think mostly because you have the 32 gigabytes and the 4 gigahertz processor. Yeah. I think that's a good point. I think some of the other components were really able to handle that better. Maybe if I had gotten more RAM, I would have had better frame rates, but I guess I'll never know, or at least I won't for the time being. I love how this all worked out. You know, I kissed the FOB community goodbye. I said, yeah, I want to play Delta. I made a big stink out of that. I was complaining for hours and hours and hours about, oh, I can't play Delta, oh, I can't play Delta, and here I am. I'm such a fucking hypocrite. You can watch videos on YouTube, differences between 16 and 32. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Maybe I will consider doing a bit of an upgrade in the future, but I don't know. That all remains to be seen. I can't really say for certain if I would really want to get more. And I think the issue that I have, and this is such a stupid minor problem, and this, I don't like, yeah. It's such a stupid minor problem, but when I built my computer, right, I have to like remember 4 sticks of DDR4 running Delta stream software and internet. I think I only use 22 gigs of wow. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, and I'm also on DDR4, so DDR. I think I said 3Ds there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but when I built the computer, right, what I did is actually I didn't do this. My friend that was helping me did this, but I trusted his decision. What he did is he put the power cable for the CPU fan. We basically routed that. We basically routed the cable for the CPU fan through or just over one of the channels for RAM. So I would have to basically move that. I would have to move the cable for the CPU fan in order to get more RAM in there, which I'm sure I could probably figure it out, but I also just am like horribly terrified of screwing anything up with my computer. Yeah, DDR5 is basically tied to your motherboard more than anything else. So if you have like yeah, it's based on your motherboard, and I'm assuming your motherboard probably because basically the fifth generation, if that's what it's called, I think that's how that works. Thankfully, you didn't have to remove anything to access those 4 ports of RAM. Yeah, that's really nice that you didn't have to worry about that. It was basically just what we had to do for my computer because, I mean, maybe if we had taken a little more time, we could have found a better way to do it, but it doesn't really matter to me anymore. Can't really do shit about it right now, you know. But yeah, the bloom and the bullet drop throws me off so bad. Like lethal weapons don't have a ton of bullet drop like at all, but they have bloom still, which the original game basically didn't have, unless you were like, I mean, it didn't have it on the Mark 22, of course, but, and I think it probably did. Yeah, bullet drop on the Mark 22 is absolutely a joke. They should, they should either bring back just like the hit scan aiming, or they should just reduce the bullet drop like significantly because it's just an absolute joke. You have somebody literally 20 meters in front of you or 10 in front of you, and they just like ignore your shot completely. Sorry, dog, but it had to be. That's what I get. Yep, that's what I get. Fine. That's whatever. But yeah, no, I do wish that they had changed up the bullet drop on that, like, for the better, because it's just too, it's way too harsh. I remember seeing a trailer or some kind of gameplay demo a while back, and being able to just look at, just by looking at that trailer, I was like, wow, that bullet drop is insane. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying though, is my processor, my motherboard is DDR4, or it's AM4. I have an AMD motherboard, and they call it AM4. And basically, my processor has all the pins in the bottom, and the 5th generation, the AM5 motherboards and processors, the processors are completely flat on the bottom. They don't have any pins. I mean, they have pins, but not in the traditional sense. It's all flat. There's no, like, actual physical poking at you pins. It's just a flat surface. And yeah, I'm fairly certain. Can I hit this guy? Balloon, please help. Yes. There we go. You have a 5th generation processor, maybe come. Yeah, yeah. So I guess okay, because I was under the impression that because of your graphics card, you had a yeah, your DDR4 is working fine. Yeah, I didn't think that you could use. I guess you can use that kind of. I guess you would be able to use that kind of RAM with even with a 5th gen processor. Can you give me some ammo?
No, wait.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Oh, come on. Not that kind of ammo, bro. I don't know what ammo that was. Let me get my knife out. I'm gonna stab him. I should keep the knife out so that way I can just die. Like 22. Oh, okay. And he gave me a suppressor for the gun that I don't use. Thank you. Whatever. Yeah, but with AM5, I think you're able to use DDR4 and 5. I said 3Ds again, but whatever, you get what I mean. And with that, it's I know that DDR5 is faster, and I think that what they've done, I think the standard now on like most machines is 32 gigs, which is a little bit crazy because it's like standard 4 years ago was 16 and now it's 32, but whatever. I don't want to kill this guy. I want to get, I have an idea. I'm going to throw a ration like behind him so he turns around. Don't look at me.
Who's that?
Shit. I'm so worried about my PC running too hot. DDR5 might cook it. Yeah, yeah. That's a good point as well. You gotta consider that. Don't want your system getting too overheated. think the PC market these days is just it's just annoying because it's like I built my computer right when 5 was coming out. And at that point, it was really expensive. So I was like, well, I can't justify, buying that kind of a system. Whatever. Okay, that works. But I meant to... Oh, this guy's gonna see me. Fuck. I just pop a cap in his ass. Boop. Oh shit, somebody saw that. Okay, well, it's fine. I'll just get out of here really quick.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Give me the ration, give me the ration.
Patrol here.
I have to get out of here before the reinforcements show up.
Enemy position unknown. Going into high
There we go.
alert.
Okay. We're good. We're chilling. I'm probably gonna eat shit in this boss fight, but I don't know. Ow. Where's the 1911? I know you can like resupply, but I don't know where it is. There it is. Okay. Also, not being able to do like a pop-out shot is crazy. Come on, bro. Even 5 got that right. Yeah, but anyway, I guess it's good that your PC is able to give you a good experience with this. And I've taken a decent shot. Can't shoot from height. Yeah, like. And this is something that Steele and I were talking about. Is how the changes made in this game. It's grown on me. It really has. Shit. It really has grown on me since I played it on the PlayStation. But there's so many changes that just don't make sense to me. Like, oh, you can do this certain thing, but now this other stuff is just arbitrarily the same, which is, I know, kind of a weird way of putting it, but it's like there's certain things is like, what's the rhyme or reason behind this? It didn't feel like there was any, to a degree. At least I'm gonna die here. Probably. You're so happy you're not doing FOBs anymore. Oh yeah, I feel that. 100%. Even though this game needs some patching. Yeah. And they've actually been pretty good about that, I think. I know that in the last week, I think they put out maybe 2... Yeah, so they've been putting out some updates and stuff, which is definitely really good. I'm gonna just like... Oh, that was perfect with that. Are those... Why aren't the bees attacking? He's behind it. Yeah. They even patched FOBs back in the day. Well, yeah, but I want to say the last update for that was maybe like 2017. I think if memory serves. Oh, how did he hit me? Huh? Wait, you saw that, right? I was behind the rock. What the fuck? Hello? Yeah, I know there were some minor issues that they were trying to... I'm gonna die here, for sure. If I could just do a peek shot, I wouldn't have this problem. Oh, that's right. Damn you, Ocelot. The only downside to PlayStation is my aim is so bad now. Unless they're standing perfectly still, it's like so much harder to hit them. Can I hit his head there? Yeah, I can. If I actually get through this, like, without dying, I'll be so happy. I might be able to pull this off. I just gotta be careful. Oh! Get fucked! Yeah. I even, for a second, I had a momentary lapse of judgment. I was like, oh, maybe I could go back to FOBs. Maybe I could go back to MGS5. But the reason that I decided against that is because I was like, number one, no. Number two, uh, you would have to pay more money for a game that you've beaten like 4 times already. And do you really want to get involved in that community? And then I was like, oh yeah, but also, I'm not gonna have any, I'm not gonna have a keyboard and mouse, which is gonna make aiming like infinitely more, like it's gonna fuck me up so bad. What I'm gonna do here, the point behind this run is to be like an actual like military operative, right? And in my mind, a military operative is not going to have access to a imaginary pistol that can just kill people, or not kill people, an imaginary pistol that can just tranquilize people in one shot to the head. That's not something that I think is real. So I'm using the West Germany camo because I think it looks quite nice, and it's also gray like a panther, I guess. I'm using the I'm sticking to that camo for the whole game, but right now, I mean I am using the Peace Walker camo to get my health back. I don't really want to use life meds. I guess I could. I don't even have any though. No, I straight up don't have any. Yep. Yeah, okay, so never mind. So that I am justified in doing this. Do I want to get the night vision goggles? I don't really think it matters that much. I cranked my brightness up. It's fine. Yeah, but in my mind, a military operative would not have access to a tranq pistol, and they would not have access to 30 different camos that they can just use whenever they want. So I'm like, let me use the West Germany camo because it looks like actual combat fatigues. And then let me use the Peace Walker suit to get my health back when I'm not. When I'm in an area with enemies, I'm gonna use the normal, relying on DLC my first playthrough. Yeah, I don't think I was able to do that. I think I had to use the I got to a point where I was like, damn, like I think it was probably during like the Vulcan boss fight where I was just like, I can't deal with how much damage he does. So I just said I'm going to use the Peace Walker battle dress. I absolutely think those DLC camouflages should have been special items, but they didn't ask me when they made the game. And John, you don't know about this, but I actually, check this shit out. Ta-da! That was just under 3 hours. I didn't even notice that. I'm actually so happy about that. I got the Foxhound yesterday. That's what I should have streamed, to be honest. But maybe I'll do it again. Maybe I'll just, for shits and giggles, just do another Foxhound playthrough. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll get like a Tsuchinoko or something, so I get that rank, because I know that's an achievement. I think getting the Tsuchinoko itself is an achievement, but not the rank. Like, they don't care if you get the rank or not. Yeah, but I got the Fox Sound yesterday, which was really, really nice. But I also feel like a bit of a fraud because this game is like, you know, significantly easier than the original. I don't know. I liked getting the Fox Sound, but yeah, I was also like, damn, I feel like I'm a little do I want to use only the pistol for this? I kind of don't.
Disgusting.
I guess I mean, I used it against Ocelot, but I'm figuring out the rules as I go here. I make the rules. And I want to make it so that it's like doable but difficult at the same time. And the difficulty comes from only being able to use that one camo. Yeah, but before I get into the pain, I'm gonna switch the camo now and turn down my brightness. I'm gonna remember to do that as well. Not that it's really gonna make a difference, but yeah, we don't need the torch anymore. Or the night vision. Oh god, now it's like so dark. I legitimately can't see anything. Shit. Okay, that direction. There's light. Nope, that's not it. That's not right. It's this direction, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Do I want to use the Patriot? I don't want to use special items. So I think what I'll do is like, okay, get that. Get single action armor is a special item. Where's the? I didn't get the AK. I'm so stupid. Oh my lord. You can find the AK in here though. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me backtrack. I can find the AK in here. I know I can. All right, never mind. I'm cranking the brightness back up. Just kidding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I don't want to use, like, the Patriot, because that feels a little... I'm not trying to get a specific rank. Who's my favorite of the Cobra unit? If we were going from, like... I'll have two answers for this, I think. If we're talking about who I think is the best character in the Cobra unit, in terms of, like, who I like the most in terms of their character and whatever, I mean, it would be hard to say. It would be hard not to say the boss, because that would just make sense, but that also feels like... I guess in terms of, like, fighting them, I really like all of them, to be honest. I think they all have really nice... Every boss fight feels different, like you can't play all of them the exact same way, which I think is really, really nice. I mean, you can use, like, the same weapons, except in the boss. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think... I'm tempted to say the end overall in terms of his boss fight and in terms of his character. I think they just, like, the end's boss fight is just so, like, they really gave a shit about that boss fight. You know, like, they really tried. They made that a really, really, you know, I guess just the fact that they gave him three entire areas to himself to do that boss fight is just crazy to me. Yeah, probably the end. I do like the Pain. I think the Pain has a really cool boss fight. The fear is like funny, I guess. The fear is kind of a silly character in a way. Um,
Tasty.
his boss fight's a little underwhelming, I guess. Even now, it's sort of like, okay, whatever. Like, you used to be able to cheese it horribly. Like, you would like use the fake death pill, and then he would come up to you, you would revive yourself, and then you would throw a stun grenade and then shoot him in the back and he would die. And it counted as a non-lethal kill. For some reason, when you used the stun grenade, all of the lethal damage got replaced with non-lethal damage. I didn't mean to jump off there. Yeah, I would probably say the end overall is probably my favorite of the Cobra unit. It's really hard to say that, like, oh, the Cobra units have interesting characters because you don't really know a whole lot about them other than, like, they basically just exist to die, in a sense. Oh, this move is so annoying. You have to, like... I should not have jumped off there, but it's fine. Ow! Please don't hit me with another one. I did not do that. Get hit by that. Oh, it just missed bad. Is this the... yeah, this is the... okay. Does it work if I use the AK to get rid of his bees? That does not work. Good to know. Yeah, I think the end is just a really cool boss. I like his fight a lot, even though it can be kind of aggravating. I haven't, and the funniest part is, right, is I haven't actually done a, like, sniper duel with him in so long, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I haven't done, like, a real sniper duel with him in a while, which is... it's a little silly that, like, in order to beat him non-lethally, you basically can't use a sniper rifle because the Mosin is the only non-lethal sniper rifle, so you have to use... no, not the grenade! Oh my god, he missed. I agree with that. I think the Pain is he's just such a silly guy. He's just he's so angry all the time. He's so loud and, you know, and everything like that. So he really makes his presence known. Yeah, I would tend to agree. I do think that oh shit. No. Damn it, I hate those bullet beasts so much. It's funny you should ask that because as a matter of fact, yes. And I was like 7, I think, when it happened or something like that. I was quite young. And it was awful. It really sucked. I mean, there weren't any like lasting effects. Can you hit his head, please? I just want to interrupt him so he doesn't do that stupid throwing the bottles at me. I hate that. But yeah, I have been stung by hornets, I think. Pretty sure. Yellow jacket, hornet, wasp, same thing, basically. Maybe I should use the 1911 to do that, because he moves too much. Yeah, that was really not fun. I remember I was at a park. It took me until it was about 30 sweat bees. Yeah, hornets are the worst. Like, they, like, are out. They legitimately, like... And they're smart, too, which is what sucks the most. They're smart. I just want to see if I can interrupt him, because I don't like when he throws the bees at me. Well, I hit him, but didn't interrupt him. Yeah, I think I got quite lucky. Aw, what? I swear I hit his face there. I think I got quite lucky when I got stung because their stingers didn't, like, burrow into me or anything. And they just, like... Yeah, but it's crazy because I remember that sensation like it was yesterday. Oh my lord. Oh, that should have hit his head. Yeah, I think I just want to use the 1911. Pop off a couple shots. Hopefully the balloon doesn't screw me over too much. Because this is the way that you should try to do it when you're doing it non-lethal, is you really got to hit his head because then that interrupts him. No, I know you're able to, if you're accurate, you can hit him before he throws the bees. See, look. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, Seal has a video where he beats this guy in like under a minute, and it's absolutely insane. I've not been able to do that yet, but... Doing this guy lethally is so much easier, like, oh my lord. Like, just look at how easy that is. Like, it does, like, you do so much damage with a headshot. I gotta get more ammo for this thing. Or wait a minute, what if I just, like... That's a grenade. Ow! You didn't have a sniper and you were still able to beat him. You weren't able to do that in the original. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because when you're doing him non-lethally, I would almost argue that it's harder to do it non-lethally. In the original, it was way easier to beat him non-lethally. No clue why. But you were really just able to kind of run up on him and just really give him a... You were just able to give him a serious ass whooping with the non-lethal stuff. No, they're onto me. Yeah. Me personally, I would not be able to do this boss fight. Like, if you asked me to fight a guy who was just chucking hornets at me the whole time, I think I would have a panic attack. Yeah, I think I have mild insectophobia because of that hornet incident. Because it happened when I was like a child, bro. There you go. Shut up, bro. Well, you know what? That actually works out quite well, because I want to dive and avoid the little bees. Wow, I couldn't avoid that. That's crazy. I just need to, like, not get hit by anything, because I don't have any HP. See, but bees are different. Bees are like, and I guess it does kind of depend on the kind of bee you're talking about, but bees are just a lot better. Like, I'm like kind of scared of bees a little bit, but I also respect them because they, you know, do something and they don't just exist to hurt you, you know? Like, hornets specifically are just designed. They just hate and they kill and they hurt you just for the love of the game. Are the bees off from now? Yeah, it's, you know, it's a little weird. I think you're actually able to hit through his shield, like, ever so slightly when you, when he gets the bees back on. You're able to kind of hit through it almost, which you were definitely not able to do in the original. Like, he just gains iframes instantly in the original. But yeah, it's like, it happened to me a couple of times when I was doing my non-lethal runs, where I would you know, he'd get his shield back, but then I would, you know, shoot him right as he got it back, and he would take damage. That was so perfect. I like iframed that at the exact right time. Yeah, the Pain's AI is just gonna shoot him. Yeah, nope, no, he's not. His AI is a little weird. Nothing but the shotgun, huh? I guess I could get some grenades and do it that way, but speaking of grenades, that should be good. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that ship damage is fine. It's whatever. Just don't do the bullet beats, huh? Oh no. Oh, what is going on? Oh, that's not cool. What the fuck is that? This game is perfectly polished, by the way. No, it's the bullet bees. Dive. Oh my god. Oh, I just avoided them. I'm just gonna swing over this way to get away from that grenade. I don't know where it is, but I don't really care. I just want to avoid it. The 1911 hammer. Yeah, basically while I'm underwater, as long as he doesn't do the time gun, I'm good. I think I'll resurface. Yeah, and then he does like this goofy. I think it's that one. If you can, I don't think that is in the original. That move where he like does like the string of bees that carry grenades. That is not right. All right. Well, good to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully, you have fun doing your own streams and playthroughs. I'll probably be around to see those. Good talking to you. Have a good day, bro. That's a good way to end, to leave, I guess. Finally take care of him. Yeah, see you later, bro.
The pain. The pain. The pain!